Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new, my name is Vanessa and I have a long list of things that I would like to, one, organize, a few like food and drink areas that I'd like to get organized, and then two, some foods that I would like to get prepped and made just to make our Christmas vacation go a little bit more smoothly since the kids are home for the next 2 weeks. So I'm actually getting a little bit of a later start than I wanted. It's already right after lunchtime, but that's okay. If this goes into tomorrow, that's fine, or maybe by the end of today, I will just call it quits and pat myself on the back for whatever I can get accomplished today, because even one thing will help me out in the next 2 weeks. So like I said, I've got a lot of things that I would like to get done just to make the food aspect of the next 2 weeks a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and get started. So first up, I am going to start out making something for my furry kids. I do occasionally, not all the time, but I will make some homemade like wet dog food. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have 3 packs of chicken left in my freezer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and toss all 3 of them in my crock pot, and I'll set it on high, and it'll take about 2-ish hours, sometimes 3, it just depends. These are still pretty frozen, so it might take 3 to 4. There's 2 chicken breasts in each of these, but I do have 4 dogs, so this is not going to last very long, but it is a little, healthier for them. So especially for my older dogs, this is a lot better for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these into here. All right, so chicken is in the crock pot. I do have it on high, so we will come back to this later on. But now I'm gonna do just a little food organization real quick. If you guys follow me on Instagram, not too long ago, Rose is a huge fan of goldfish. She just loves goldfish. And we normally keep it in a container like this so she can easily just scoop it out. But the container was empty. I had just washed this, so it was sitting on the counter. She's like, oh no, I need some more goldfish. So she went and got well, we had 1 last bag. I just pulled this out of here. So we've got 2 more now after I opened this one, but we had 1 more bag left. So she went in the pantry and grabbed it and came out here trying to help me out, and she opened it and she was trying to pour it in here, and she dropped it all over the floor. So we did toss it just because even if I vacuumed every day, there would be dog hair, and I'm not trying to pick out dog hair from goldfish or anything like that. So we had to toss that. I got some more, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this before she asks for goldfish and tries to help me out again. Props for her. Thanks for trying to help me out. Accidents happen. It's not the end of the world. But let's go ahead and get this goldfish in here so she can enjoy some mess-free for the next 2 weeks. All right, now I'm going to just get a little snack ready for the kids, just to add like to their lunches or snack time or whatever for this week. And making Jello, the longest part is it setting in the refrigerator. It takes 4 hours. So I definitely want to get that started now. I'm just adding in 1 package of lime Jello. I got this just because it's green. And then I'm adding in 1 cup of really hot water. And I'm just going to whisk this together. Oh man, that lime smells really good. So I'm gonna whisk this together and just get all that powdered Jello dissolving. And then I'm also adding in 1 cup of cold water. All right, so I'm going to whisk this together, and then I'm going to get this in the fridge for 4 hours. And then I'm gonna add another layer to this as well. All right, I am definitely like keeping to my super easy ones first. So it's always satisfying to just check things off your list, right? So I'm going with the easy ones first, but I need half of this for a recipe, and I went ahead and got this bigger one at Sam's Club, and that way I could use the other half for like some breakfast tacos, because all of my kids love breakfast tacos. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook up half of it. I've got a little freezer baggie here for the other half, although I'm just putting it in the fridge because I'm actually gonna use this tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. So I'm gonna cook up half, and then I was looking at some of the recipes that I'm going to be cooking up some sweets and some yummy dips, and I need some softened cream cheese and softened butter. So I went ahead and pulled those out, and I'm just gonna have them sitting here out on the counter while I'm cooking up the sausage, just to help soften them a little quicker, and then I'll maybe leave these recipes towards the end so I don't need to microwave them. Sometimes I do just stick them in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds just to help soften them. It makes it easier to mix up, but in the meantime they are just going to sit out there. So let's go ahead and cook up half of this Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage.
Well, all around me I hear children singing the songs that we all know. Oh yeah, the Christmas spirit's coming on. Love is in the air, my heart is filled with peace. It comes back every year just to set my mind at ease. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Love is in the air, my heart is filled with peace. It comes back every year just to set my mind at ease. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Oh, Christmas is a part of me.
All right, it is creeping up on snack time, and I had found this in my pantry. I actually bought this at Trader Joe's last year, or it may have even been the year before. It's still, where's the date? Let me tell you guys. It's still good. 4/5/2022. So I figured this is the last like holiday season because of the peppermint before 4/2022. So I better bake these up, and with snack time approaching, I thought this would just be fun for the kids. So all I need is an egg and a stick of butter to add to this. Since my butter is not completely softened, I'm going to throw it in the microwave just for a few seconds and get it softened. I'm gonna get all 3 of these into my KitchenAid and whip them up.
Christmas decorated.
All right, the dough is all mixed up. I just pulled out and rolled little balls. I got 24, and I've got my ovens preheated to 350 degrees. So I'm gonna get these in and bake them for about 15 minutes. All right, while the cookies are baking, I figured I would go ahead and get another oven item ready. So I love these reusable silicone cupcake liners. I got them off of Amazon. They're always linked in my store that's in the description box. I just pulled out the red and the green ones, obviously because this is the week of Christmas. So I wanted to stay with that holiday feel. I've got myself a bowl, and then this is one of my daughter Pearl's favorite muffin mixes, the strawberry cheesecake by Martha White. So I did go ahead and pick that up, and all you have to do is add half a cup of milk to it, mix it up, and then bake it. Let's see, how long do I have to bake these for? These are 425 for probably about 15 to 16 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and get these ready. That way, once the cookies are done, I can get these muffins in.
Among all the tinsel and lights, I'm strolling around, just wondering where you have gone to. Are you just around the corner or in Kathmandu? And whether or not you're with somebody new, still I wish you the merriest Christmas. I hope it will be all that you dream. I have nothing but love for you.
I spilt a little there for the first one, if you guys saw that. But I got 9 out of this. You're supposed to fill it about 2/3 full. I probably could have got one more, but I was just using my spoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out so I don't dirty them up and put them up. And then as soon as those cookies are done, I can throw these in the oven. All right, I have about 2 minutes left before the cookies are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip up the next thing. And that way, like I said, once those cookies are done, I can get these 2 things in the oven. But this is another, and it's playtime for the dog. So you're gonna hear them playing in the background. But this is another one of our favorites. These are so good. The lemon poppy seed muffin mix. I only have one cupcake pan. I have a big muffin pan, and then I have like a mini cupcake pan, but I have this one and I really love it. It makes like little tiny loaves. So that's what we are going to turn these in. And then for this box, you just have to add a little bit of vegetable oil and then 2 eggs. So let's get this mixed up.
You can trust that to be true. Yeah, I wish you the merriest Christmas of all. I've built myself a new life from the ground up. A beautiful wife, 2 kids, and a dog pup. Still sometimes I wonder if you're near or off yonder, though I couldn't tell you why. But wherever you are, near or afar, outside my door or in some airport bar, I still wish you the merriest Christmas.
My cookies are done. I'm going to let them cool. And now I'm going to get both muffin mixes in my ovens. I've got them both at 425. So this one's gonna bake for 15 minutes. And then I think this one needs a little longer. It says 15 to 20. So I'm gonna put it in for 16 minutes and see if they're done, because I only got 4 since I'm doing the like a bigger size. And I got 4 out of that box. Okay. So, you know how I was talking about, you know, Rose dropped the bag of goldfish? Well, apparently she gets it from me because I have now spilt 2 things. One of them, well, both were a pain to clean up. I had my candle over there lit earlier, and I was moving the crock pot over to make room for the KitchenAid, and I spilt that. You know, didn't mention it to you guys. Oh, bless you. I think that was Bella. Didn't mention it because I just cleaned it up, whatever, and kept on with the meal prep. It is now 3:50 though, and I am nowhere near done with my list, because after that happened, you know, I started the baking, getting all that done, and then my Thrive order came in, and I was setting it up because I was gonna take a picture for the gram. You know, I was like, I don't do like unboxings all the time anymore, but I still get stuff. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna share it on Instagram because I got a few like new things that I have not tried before, and then a couple old favorites. And I was setting everything up, and one of the things that I got that I actually wanted to have for Friendsmas with Kira, we were supposed to have that on Sunday, but my daughter Pearl ate something, like she was having a little tummy ache. So we had to push it until Tuesday. And I wanted to have a little salsa with one of the little taco things that I'm making. and I dropped the entire glass jar of salsa. And if you guys have ever dropped anything glass, you know that that is a pain in the you-know-what to clean up, because I don't know how it does it, but glass will get in like 2 rooms over. So one, I had to clean up an entire jar of salsa off of my floor. And then 2, I had to vacuum the entire downstairs, because I even found, I mean, my bedroom door is open, but I even found glass in my bedroom. I found glass in the living room and in the pantry. And I'm like, what, how? I don't understand it. I swear glass pieces have little legs and they just go all over. So I had my little time, took a chill pill, cleaned up. I still have the Thrive stuff out, so I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys. Not sponsored, I pay my own money for this. I enjoy the service. So I figured I'll go ahead and share that with you guys. I'll share the muffins because I was cleaning up salsa. You'll see. All right, let me turn the camera around and calm myself down again, because I just worked myself up again, and we'll see what else we can get done today off of my meal prep list. All right, so my strawberry cheesecake muffins are delish. Well, I know they're delish because we've had them before. We haven't eaten any, but they baked perfectly. 2 cookies are missing already. The kids love slightly warm cookies. So 2 of them are missing. You guys already saw that those came out. However, I was cleaning up salsa and I wasn't paying attention. I didn't set myself a timer. I was gonna set it for 2 minutes after the muffins came out, and I didn't. And my lemon poppy seed little breads are very well done around the edges. I'm so bummed. It's been a little while, so they're cool now. They are like, oh, they feel rock hard. So I'm gonna see if I can salvage them. I'll take them out, maybe just cut the edges, because they do come with a glaze. So we'll see. We shall see, but they're definitely overdone, but it is what it is. All right, so I'll go ahead and share with you guys what I got from Thrive Market minus a jar of salsa because it's in the trash. So these are not new. I just picked these up as a quick, easy lunch for the kids while they are on break. The Annie's Organic All-Stars. The kids love them. This is something new. I love having just bread on hand, and this is like vacuum packed, so it definitely lasts a while, and you just take and bake. These are so awesome. It's a sourdough loaf. I feel like we haven't had sourdough bread in a long time. I got that. I've been hearing so many good things about the Primal Palette seasonings, and I have a huge like stockpile of seasonings. It's gonna take me a long time to get through all of them. However, I did have a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is like a cinnamon sugar seasoning, and that one is almost gone. I think I got it at Sam's. So when I saw that they had a cinnamon sugar cookie seasoning, I went ahead and grabbed this, excited to try it. I use this on all sorts of baked goods. It just, you know, it gives that little crunch on the top, even oatmeal sometimes for the kids. They love it. So I went ahead and picked that up. This was something that you had to buy 2 of. So one of them I'm going to keep here at the house, and the other one I'm going to gift to somebody. But these are the Thrive Organic Chocolate Covered Espresso Beans. It does say paleo on there and vegan. And then these got me these flavors. I thought they would be fun for the holiday season, for like Christmas movies. We definitely watch a lot of movies as a family year round. We try to do it at least once a month. Sometimes like during the holidays, we'll do it weekly just to get in those fun holiday movies. So I thought this would be fun over the next couple weeks as we're watching some Christmas movies to have yummy flavored popcorn. So this is Boom Chicka Pop. I got the frosted sugar cookie and then the hot cocoa marshmallow. This will also be, I think this will be a great little snack to take when we go look at lights. I always make the kids a cup of hot chocolate, and then this year I got them these cool little flashlights, and we'll have some popcorn and either drive around or walk around our neighborhood. It just, we haven't decided yet for sure, but I thought that would be great for that. This is a repurchase. I think this is the 3rd time that I've gotten these. They are a little pricey. I think they were like $17, but my kids and my husband love these. So I will continue to pick them up. They are huge fans, and these are the Mission Meats Kids Beef Sticks in the Tasty Original. I think they have either it's labeled spicy or jalapeno as well, but not all of my kids like spicy stuff. So I just get the original, and they all love it. This is something else that you have to buy 2 in order to add it to your cart. I only wanted 1, but I know my husband loves these so much. I know that he won't mind having a backup bag. So I did pick these up to stick into his stocking, but because I had to buy 2, I'll probably just stick them in the pantry and he'll be good to go. So these are the creamy peanut butter filled pretzel nuggets. And again, I got 2 bags, and then this is another item I got for my husband, and this I am going to stick in his stocking. He loves sriracha, and he also loves nuts. So these are organic sriracha cashews. So I got that for him. And then my kids love cheese balls. Anytime they're with me in the store and they see that, you know how they have that like huge tub of cheese balls, they always ask me to get it. I've caved maybe twice in the past 4 years. But I saw these and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get them. It's not a huge container, it's just a little bag. And these are the Pipcorn Heirloom cheese balls in cheddar. It does say baked, not fried, with real cheddar cheese. So hopefully they like that. Okay, I cannot remember who I was watching. I'm pretty sure it was Kim from the Wads. She shares a lot of Thrive items that she gets. I think it's about once a month, and I love to see what she picks up. And she was raving about this infused maple syrup. So they did have 2 kinds. I think they had a bourbon one, and then they had this cinnamon and vanilla bean. And this sounded so good, just on, you know, all sorts of stuff. So I wanted to get this to have in my arsenal. And then I've purchased this before. This is probably the 3rd time I've picked this up. I love this cereal. It is so good. So this is the Nature's Path Organic Sunrise Crunchy Vanilla. So I will definitely be having myself a bowl of that tomorrow morning because I have bananas as well. And it is really good with bananas in it. So, all right. There's my little impromptu share of my monthly, or this month's, Thrive Market haul. Let me decide when I want to start meal prepping next. All right, we are moving right along. So the chicken is almost done. I'm going to get that shredded up just using my hand mixer in just a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to get some rice cooking in my Instant Pot. This is my favorite way to cook rice. I don't always add rice to the dog food. It just, you know, sometimes if I want to bulken it up, I will. So I'm gonna add 2 cups in here, and those 2 cups just straight into the pot, and then I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. All right, that's it. Time to close my lid and make sure it is sealing well, and plug it in, that helps. And then the Instant Pot that I have has a rice button. If yours does not, it's just 12 minutes on a low pressure. It doesn't matter the amount of rice you have in here. It'll all cook the same time, 12 minutes. So my pot is on. It's going to come to pressure, then cook for that 12 minutes, and then I will do a quick release and add it to my shredded up chicken. All right, I decided not to cut the edges off. Once I took them out, they weren't as bad. I mean, they're definitely well done, but they're not as bad as I thought they were. So I just put the icing on there, or the glaze, and then I'm going to get them in my bread box along with everything else I have in here. I already got the muffins and the cookies there on top, and if you let these sit for a little bit, the glaze will harden. It won't be so sticky. There we go. I mean, these aren't gonna last long. These are gonna get eaten in the next couple days. And they're still gonna be delicious, even though they are a little on the well done side. Okay, I've got another bowl out, and I am opening up the next Jello that I'm going to add. So I also picked up, just to stick with that Christmas theme, a red box, and this is strawberry flavor. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add my packet to the bowl, and then I have 1 cup of really hot water. And I'm going to take a minute or 2. It does take just a little bit of time to stir this up and get that powder completely dissolved. Okay, and then once you've got that pretty much mixed, you're going to add in your 1 cup of cold water and give that a mix. And I just pulled the green Jello out. It's not as set as I thought it would be after a little bit, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be 2 solid layers. They can mix a little bit. So I'm just going to pour this in here. Oh, that's really cool actually, but it's not gonna be as red and green. It's gonna be more of a marbled when it's done, but like I said, it's still gonna be delicious. All right, so I'm gonna leave this in the fridge overnight for the rest of today and overnight, and it will be ready for tomorrow. So I'll show you guys what it ends up looking like in the morning. Okay, rice is done, and I do pull my pot out. I don't like the steam to hit the bottom of my cabinet, and don't be afraid. You don't need gloves. Just don't put your hand over here when you are releasing the pressure. If you keep your hand to the side and you turn the knob, it's not going to hurt you. I've gotten that comment quite often on some of my old Instant Pot videos that I should warn you guys to wear gloves. And as long as you're careful, like with anything in life, you won't get hurt. So I just wanted to point that out, but I'm gonna let the steam release, and then we're going to finish mixing up the food for the dogs. All right, so I've got it into 2 containers. The bigger one I will keep in the fridge, and this is what they will start getting now. And then I'll put the smaller one in the freezer. And then once I need to pull this out, once I see that I only have like a couple days of left out of this one, I'll pull this one out because it does get pretty rock hard and takes at least a full 24 hours to thaw out in the fridge. So, all right, my dogs are set for, I'd like to say like a month, but not really. I have to do this about twice a month for them. All right, I'm going to whip up one more thing tonight, and then I have to break for dinner, and the kids and I are doing something fun tonight. Well, all of us are doing something fun tonight. So I will be back in the morning after I whip this up to get the last few things off of my list done. So right now I'm adding to a bowl 8 ounces of sour cream, and I had to pre-measure mine because I bought a big tub of it for all my plans for the next couple of weeks. And I'm also adding in the block of cream cheese that I've had out so it's nice and soft. And lastly, I found this at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it would just be something fun or yummy extra to have over the next 2 weeks for my kids to dip their veggies in at lunchtime, or if they want to use it as snack also. So I'm just going to add that in there because this has cream cheese in it. I don't like to use a spoon to mix. I'm gonna use my electric mixer. So I did wash these since I just used them for the dog food. So let's go ahead and mix this up. All right, and then I'm just gonna use my spoon to do the rest. Just kind of scrape down the sides. This is really good. It's called, oh, I already tossed or recycled the box, but it's like a dill dip, very much like ranch, just with a little extra dill. I think the kids will like this as just a little addition to the veggies with their lunch. All right. That's it, going in the fridge. All right, so like I said, that's gonna be it for tonight, but I do have a few more things that I want to prep out in the morning. And then I'll also share with you guys the Jello. Once that is set, I might go ahead and just cut a little piece in the morning so you guys can see that. But that is all I was able to get done today with, you know, mom life. The kids are home. I still got quite a few things checked off my list, but I'll see you guys. Well, for you, it's gonna be just a second, but for me, it's gonna be overnight and bright and early in the morning. It is bright and early the next morning, so let's see if we can check off just a few more items from my prep list. Not gonna get to them all, but that is okay. We're gonna start with the pancakes just because it's breakfast time. Well, it will be as soon as my kids wake up and they can have some breakfast. So I picked this up because they do like the Captain Crunch cereal, and maybe they'll like this pancake mix. I'm actually making them into waffles, but it's fine. So all you do is add water, and I actually have 2 appliances out. This one makes 4 at a time. And I think I already have this actually linked in my Amazon cart. And then this one, I'm just gonna make 1, well 3. 1 for each of my younger kids because this has like a little gingerbread man on it. So I thought that would be fine since this is the week of Christmas. Oh, and it is the next day, but while I was washing all those dishes last night, the nail stickers that I had on, I lost a few, so I just took the rest of them off. That only lasted a couple days. That's what I get for putting them on right before a big meal prep day. So, all right, we're just going to mix up the dry ingredients, or what's in here, the dry mix, with the water, and then we will get to cooking up some waffles. All right, waffles are done, and I forgot, when you're turning a pancake mix into waffles, you only need water if you're doing pancakes. It makes them light and fluffy, but you do need a little bit of oil if you want them to be crispier waffle consistency. So I did add some oil, and I had a little kiddo help me mix it up. Pearl is awake, everybody else is still sleeping. So she helped me mix the batter, and we've got 3 gingerbread men right here. And then I was able to get 7 waffles, regular size waffles, out of that one batch. And then I should have cut this pineapple up probably at least yesterday, if not the day before. There were a few brown pieces that I just tossed out. Like that one has a little bit of brown, but it's not gonna hurt anybody. So I did go ahead and cut up a pineapple as well, and that's gonna be a quick breakfast for the kids. We've got some microwavable bacon, so they can cook some of that as well. So all right, we've got pancakes for this morning, or waffles for this morning, and then I'll stick these ones in a freezer bag for them to enjoy over the next 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and move on to something else. All right, guys, now we're gonna do a couple different things with eggs. So I do have 12 eggs in my Instant Pot. Make sure you use a trivet. Don't let them sit on the bottom. You need liquid for your pot to come to pressure. So I'm adding in 1 cup. That's all you need. Getting my lid on. Make sure it is sealing. Also plug it in. And then what I like the best, you kind of just have to mess around and see what you prefer. But I'm going to keep it on high pressure and I'm gonna go down to 3 minutes. Once my 3 minutes is up, I'm gonna let it sit or do a natural release for another 3 minutes. So a timer will pop up here. And then after that 3 minutes, I will then release the pressure and then we're going to get them in an ice bath for another 3 minutes. Meanwhile, I have another box, 5 dozen eggs in here, and I have 5 little egg cartons that hold a dozen. So it works out perfectly. And the only reason I do this is because it is a lot easier to pull out one of these, because typically when we're doing scrambled eggs or something, we'll do a dozen at a time. So I can just pull out this, have it on the counter instead of pulling this big box out. Also, the kids are definitely getting to that age. You know, they help me occasionally. They've been helping me for years on and off with different things in the kitchen. But one thing that they pretty much all know how to cook on their own with supervision, just because we have a gas stove. I get nervous them cooking by themselves, but or they know how to do scrambled eggs on their own. And Pearl, the easy side up eggs. Wait, I just had a brain fart. Is that what they're called? Easy. Oh my goodness, I need to make another cup of coffee. Anyway, she does the ones where the yolk is runny. Her and I prefer those kind of eggs to scrambled eggs. So it's easier for them to grab one of these out of the refrigerator instead of a big old box, a big box. So I like to just organize them by the dozen. So there's one, and let me go ahead and get the other 4 going. All right, 5 dozen eggs to get us through the rest of this month. This will most likely make it through January also. Maybe not the whole month, but it depends on how much baking I do and how many eggs we have for breakfast. So I do keep 1 in our refrigerator that's in the kitchen, and then the other 4 I will put out in the garage. We do have a refrigerator in the garage, so that way it's not taking up too much space inside. And then I will break this box down and stick it in our recycle. All right, last thing that we are doing with eggs, I have another dozen that I'm gonna go ahead and scramble up, and this is going to be for the breakfast burritos. So I'm not gonna actually put together any of the burritos because all of my kids like different things in theirs. So I'm just making sure that I have some of the components. So we did the sausage yesterday. I've got that in a bowl in the fridge, and now I'm going to scramble up some eggs, and I will leave that in a container in the fridge as well. And that way we already have tortillas in the fridge, so they can just pull out the components that they want and make themselves one, heat it up, and good to go. Quick, easy breakfast. So I'm just melting about a tablespoon of butter. Sometimes I use bacon fat, but my oldest daughter Paige doesn't really like to eat any kind of meat product, so I'm just going to use butter. It works just as well. All right, so my butter is melted. I've got my dozen eggs in a bowl with about 1/4 cup of milk. I like how the milk, or heavy cream, I've used heavy cream before too, it just makes your eggs a little extra fluffy. And then I've got a big pinch of salt and a big pinch of pepper in here. And I'm just going to whisk it up, make sure all the egg yolks are broken up in here. And we're just gonna scramble them up in the skillet with the butter.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh, okay guys, as I'm scrambling this up, they're called over easy eggs. I told you I was having a brain fart. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember what I was saying. Easy over? They're called over easy eggs. Okay. Vanessa, make yourself some more coffee, get some more sleep, something. Let's just finish scrambling up these eggs. I'm not going to scramble them completely. See how they're still a little runny? This is probably good. I'm gonna turn the heat off because these are gonna be reheated since they are for breakfast burritos or tacos, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'm gonna leave that off the heat. I just moved it over a little bit and it's gonna sit there, cool off, and then I will get it into a container for the fridge. All right, eggs are done. One is missing. I had a casualty as I was peeling it. I dropped it in the trash can. That happens sometimes. All right, so we've got some hard-boiled eggs. Half of these are going to be just for snacking on. And then in a couple days, the girls are playing a game together in the background. In a couple days, I'm going to make egg salad for just a quick lunch with the other half. And then I've got the scrambled eggs ready for breakfast burritos. This is definitely gonna be something that we have tomorrow for breakfast. And then if there's any left over, we'll be able to make a few for the next day or two. So, all right, those are in the fridge, or going in the fridge. Next up, we are going to shred some cheese. So I bought this last week or the week before, I can't remember. And we've already used a little bit for some taco nights, but it's definitely more convenient if everything is already shredded for you. So I do use my hand grater when I'm just doing little bits, but when I want to go ahead and just get an entire block shredded up, I have this attachment that goes on my KitchenAid, so I'll just cut the cheese into little sticks that will fit in here, and I turn my KitchenAid on and it does the hard work for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get both of these blocks. I've got the Colby and Monterey Jack cheese, and then I've got some mild yellow cheese because I definitely need this for one. My kids like to add this to their breakfast burritos. And then I have a couple recipes that I need some shredded cheese for. So having it pre-shredded for me, or going ahead and pre-shredding it for the next 2 weeks is going to be a time saver for sure.
We know the time is short. We blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late.
All right, 2 bags of cheese ready to go on top of things and in recipes and all the yummy goodness for the next few weeks. All right, I figured I would take out the Jello. It's definitely jiggly. I probably could have made that water a little hotter. I was rushing and could have waited a little longer because it would be more set. That's why the hot water is so important. It helps it set a little better, but my kids don't care. It's still gonna be delicious. So I scooped some out. I'm glad that the red and the green, for the most part, stayed separate. Otherwise, it would be more like purpley dark, but it looks pretty good. Doesn't look so good right here, but it does look pretty good here, and it tastes good. I really like I already took a little bite, the strawberry and the lime together. Not only is it very festive, but it really goes good together too. These flavors are delicious. All right, so this was definitely a real life meal prep, food organization, whatever. I have no idea what I'm gonna call this video yet, but I did get over half of my original list checked off. I'm still in my pajamas. It's about 10:30, but I do have to call it quits because today I actually have to clean bathrooms and get the house a little picked up. Not a ton of cleaning, but just picked up. Bathrooms for sure need to be cleaned. And then I have to get myself ready because, yeah, I brushed my hair for you guys. You're welcome. But I am still in my pajamas and I don't have anything, like no makeup, nothing. I have a lot to do today. I have a lot of more cooking to do because Kira's coming over with her family and we are celebrating Christmas together, our Friendsmas. So if you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit the past 2 days, just getting a few things done just to make life a little easier, give this video a big thumbs up. I do have a few more things on my list that I wanted to do. I have a bunch of produce that I wanted to prep up. I've kind of just been cleaning it as the kids have been eating it, but I want to get all of it done. So maybe you guys will hang out with me a little bit tomorrow while I go around the house and just do a few things, a lot more things in the kitchen. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like me to do that, or if this is enough meal prep inspiration or motivation for you. But anyway, subscribe if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are so close to Christmas. I feel like every single day I have something now. My days are jam-packed. The kids have so many things that they want to do. So I hope you guys are having as relaxed as you can a few days leading up to Christmas. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Bye.